is SportsCenter.
And welcome to the first video recap of your fantasy football season. Some of you won, some of you lost. I won! What are the odds of that? Drunk with power. I manipulate the shit out of everything, adjust points, make it go where I want. That's what I do. We got sponsors now, as you saw already. ESPN, they're on board. And we also have another sponsor, The Dark Side. Please take a moment to watch our first sponsor of the season.
No way. I'm not paying you. This is ridiculous. Every hole, it's the same crap.
Hey, don't. I wouldn't.
Alright, now that we paid some of the bills, it's time to jump into the first game of the week. First game of the week was the Drunken Irishman versus Show Me Your TDs. Always a fan of Show Me Your TDs. They were the co-founder of this league. However, this year in the Founder Bowl, they got their ass whooped. That's what happens. You know, you come against the league manager, shit happens. All in all, the Drunken Irishman had a pretty solid standing. Matt Ryan did good. Ray Rice, Matt Forte, Larry Fitzgerald did good. Owen Daniels, surprise comeback for the win. Overall, pretty good showing. Chris Johnson and Roddy White, pretty piss poor performances. Not overall, too good, but still, a win's a win. And the Packers defense gave them -2. They're playing the Niners. Maybe a bad choice starting them. What the fuck were you thinking, Irishman? What were you thinking? Show me your TDs. Knows what he's doing most of the time. This week, maybe, just went against a superior opponent. He had pretty good plays, too. No real great overall plays, I guess. It's just a steady, consistent points across the board. Drew Brees did great. Doug Martin did okay. Frank Gore did good. Not as great as you would think, but Anquan Bolden took all those points, didn't he? Marquez Colston did good with the Drew Brees combo. Hakeem Nicks, Greg Olsen, all in all, great matchup. Should have, next game, probably could have won it. I don't know. All I gotta say is, maybe spend a little bit more time, taking care of your beer business, a little less time on fantasy football. Stick with something you're good at, and let me handle the fantasy, all right? Just saying. Next matchup here, we have The King versus Big Pimpin'. This game was a fucking just gunslinging shootout. Two high-scoring teams going against each other. It's craziness. The King... he's won before. Won the whole damn thing before. Not last year, but, he's won before. Dude, Colin Kaepernick. I passed on him. I shouldn't have. 39 points. Almost 40. That would have been probably one of the high points of the week if it wasn't for someone we're going to talk about later. So we'll get to him later. But Jamal Charles did good. LaShawn McCoy did good. Pierre Garçon. Demaryius Thomas. He had 34 points. It was a pretty solid showing from this a little unknown quarterback. I want to say his name is Petan Manin. I believe he's Hungarian. We're going to cover him a little bit later in the recaps. Jimmy Graham also had a pretty good showing. All in all, 172 points. What the fuck? That's pretty damn impressive. And that's not having that Petan Manin. Okay? Big Pimpin', Aaron Rodgers, solid, 31 points. Darren Sproles, good job. Shane Vereen, I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure who that is. He's out next week, or as of right now, he's out, but 23 points. Pretty solid. Andre Johnson, 27 points. Wes Welker, 25. Shit. Playing any other team, Big Pimpin' would have won this. But he unfortunately played the guy who fucking threw up 172 points. Sorry there, Brian. TK had your number this week. For those of you who also don't know, that today is the King's birthday. He's turning, 65? 64? All right, no, sorry. He's actually turning, I think it's 28, 24, something like that. I can't mix it up. One of them's either he's 28, 24, and he's banging 64, 65-year-old chicks, or he's about 64, 65, banging 24, 28-year-old chicks. Either way, I'm part of the team, all right? I like the way you play. Next matchup, we got Team Meep. Not sure what the name's about. He can probably answer me in the message boards here. And luck has everything to do with it. Unfortunately for Luck, he was not lucky this week. Team Meep, 24 points from RG3. Reggie Bush, 30 points. The new starting running back at Detroit. What? A little crazy. Brandon Marshall, a Bear. Damn, Bears are pretty solid. 25 points. Jermichael Finley, 16. 124 points. Pretty solid points. Pretty solid score. Not our highest, not our lowest, but, would have won some, would have lost some. Team he was playing didn't do so well. Unfortunately for Luck has everything to do with it. Due to some poor communication on the league manager's half. Sorry. He came in a little late to the draft, different time zones. You got some confusion there. Put up a solid team. I mean, he has an overall pretty solid team there. Cam Newton starting for him. Adrian Peterson, 32 points. Cam Newton with 14. Steven Jackson, 16. Antonio Brown, 12. Des Bryant, only 6. Surprising at only 6. Des Bryant had a different game, and he would have won this one. Reggie Wayne with 23. Zach Studfield, I don't know who that is. I'm guessing it's one of those new, tight ends there for New England due to, the whole lockdown and, Gronk getting beat up by his stripper girlfriend, BB Jones. If you don't know who BB Jones is, Google her ass. Google her ass. All in all, both these teams did a solid play. Next week, see what happens. Last matchup of the week. Only 8 teams, only 4 games to recap. We have our highest scorer of the week, the Madman, with 180 points overall, beating Touchdown there. It's a tough break for Touchdown there. He would have beat, I think, more than half the league. Just happened to play the motherfucker who had the All-Star of the week, Peyton Manning. I learned how to pronounce that correctly since the last, one. So one of my producers whispered it in my headset. Peyton had 63 points. I personally was watching the game about halftime. Stopped watching. 2 touchdowns. I was like, no big deal. Wake up the next morning, I see Facebook fucking blowing up. Everyone's going, Peyton, damn. Come on, fantasy. Take a look. What? 63 points. At that point, the game was almost pretty much won for him. That being said, he had Victor Cruz did very good for him, and Vernon Davis did very good for him. But all in all, Trent Richardson, not so good. MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew, not so good. Calvin Johnson, only 7 points. So there was a couple surprises there. But still, 180 points. Peyton did enough to make his way. Over to Dave's, touchdown there. Shit, man. Sucks. Tom Brady, 19 points. Arian Foster, 14. David Wilson, -3. Definitely sucks. Torrey Smith, 13. AJ Green, he's a stud. Had him last year. 38 points. That's going to be a game changer right there. AJ Green is going to be the guy that's going to be winning some games here for a touchdown there. Randall Cobb, 24 points. And Jason Witten, 27. All in all, touchdown there has nothing to be, disappointed about. He would have whooped everyone's ass in this league, with the exception of Batman and maybe the King. I don't know. Maybe they're one other team. But anyways, solid team. He's going to win. He's going to win more and more. Just the fucking luck of those Mannings. Must be, that whole show me your our football on your phone money. Got those steroids injecting in his arm. Being part of that whole Eli and Peyton boy band thing. I don't know. Tough break. All right, guys. Well, it's time to wrap it up for the first recap. I know I'm probably not as witty as I normally am. Just a lot of shit going on, but I want to make sure I got this up as quick as possible. I'll get a lot more shit talking going on want to see you guys on the message boards fucking with each other. Everyone's got thick skins. If you don't, grow a pair, alright? Fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. It's all good. Hope to see everyone doing well this season. Obviously, I want to fucking win. This is the year of the league manager. If not, then I'm gonna probably burn this motherfucker down. I know where most of you live because you've all won already, so I have to mail you fucking checks. So I know where you live, I will find you, and I will end you. So let me win. Snoochums.